Hello everyone, I'm Louise Wilson from Moneypenny. I'm joined today by Martin Bissett. He's the founder of the Bissett Group and he's an expert leader to the accounting professions. I'd be delighted to find out from you, Martin, in a couple of minutes, some simple ways on how accountancy practices can really improve their customer service.
That's great, Louise. Thank you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity in the first place. I've got 5 for you and they are very simple indeed. So often when accounting firms think about customer service, there is a little bit of worry that creeps into them, which is that, what if we uncover a problem? What if they're not happy with us? What if they ask for the discount or the money back or something like that? And that often prevents them from talking, or can we sell advisory? What is advisory? What about and it all goes like that. So we need to make it very simple. So the first tip I've got for you is for everyone listening, is to not think about the client in terms of compliance work and advisory work, but think about the client in terms of how can we serve them? Mm-hmm. What do they need? What would we be the most useful to them on for? What can we do? So never mind what category it comes under, what service line it might be. Let's just go with an open paradigm and say, we want to serve, we're in the business of helping, you're paying us so that we can help you. So let's talk. So the first tip is mindset. Let's keep it open and let's just find out and focus entirely on the client and their business and what they are trying to achieve. And then we can reach back to our toolkit of solutions after that. But let's lead with empathy rather than leading with a particular service line. That's the first one.
Okay, great.
The second one would be then to put themselves in the client's shoes and to think about what they know about that client's business. They've probably been with them for a few years. So what do I know? And the question I would ask accountants to ask themselves is, if I was this client, what would I welcome a phone call about at this point? So it might be, for example, there's going to be a tax issue at year end. Let's head that off now. They've got big plans. Can they fund their big plans? Let's go and have a conversation about it. They've just promoted someone into a financial director role who's new and fresh. Do they know what they're doing? Do they need a guiding hand? Should we have that conversation? So the second tip is I'd ask them to walk around the other side of the desk, see things from the client's point of view and think, right, if I'm the client, what would I want to call about? What do I want to have a conversation about right now regarding my business? And lead with that angle. That would be the second tip to improve service. The third one is something so simple, I almost hesitate to say it, given that you've built me up as being some expert leadery type person. So this one's too simple, but it's the most effective one I can give you. And the third tip I've got is to literally implement a client a day program. This is where we contact one client per day. And we say, hi, and we follow that up with, how are you doing? And then we shut up and listen.
And that's it. Yeah.
And let them talk, because everyone loves talking about their own situation. Mm-hmm. So they will do the talking. Don't worry about that. Our job is to listen and understand and advise. And maybe that's chargeable, maybe that's not. That's not really the point. The point is that very, very few businesses get a regular call from their accountant just to say, how are things going? Are you okay? Can we be useful? Do you need us for something? What's going on? And the plight of a business owner is lonely. So getting that call every quarter or so, every few months, it's that little boost that somebody cares. Somebody's thinking about you. Client a day, couldn't be simpler. So that's the third one. The fourth one is there's this great need in the accounting profession to have all the answers. Okay, and we need, and the one tip I would say is that please understand that when dealing with clients, when improving your customer service, you need all the questions. Because by asking the questions, the clients will produce the answers for you. So it's not about saying, I know how to fix everything or anything like that. It's about saying, what do you feel about this? What's going on there? What's the impact of that? What's the consequence of that other thing over there? And just let them talk. Just let them talk. So this cuddle, this professional cuddle at a client a day, just to ask the right questions and let them talk, and everything else will be taken care of. And that will cause a firmer bond or connection or glue to exist between you and them, ensuring longevity. Now, accountants don't lose many clients as a percentage anyway,
No.
but when they do, it's usually one they didn't want to lose. So let's avoid that from happening as well. And the final thing that I would ask accountants to consider is that all of these things that I just mentioned, they don't happen unless they get scheduled. It's a good intention sort of thing. I must get round to that sometime, or I will do that sometime. And some deadline comes up, or some crisis comes up, and we spend time chasing and resolving those sorts of things. Whereas great customer service is proactive. And therefore, I would ask anyone listening to this to schedule it, make it sacred, uninterruptible, can't touch it. And this is the time when I talk to my client who pays me £10,000 a year for the privilege of doing business with me. The very least I can do is make a phone call every quarter to see how they're doing. And over time doing that, we'll probably find that not every client needs a call every quarter. Some would only welcome it twice a year, for example. Some might need a bit more attention than that. But the beautiful reciprocal value of being proactive and doing something like that for the client without charging for it is that opportunities arise. And you'll hear phrases like, while I've got you, or while you're here, or do you ever get involved with, or how much would you charge for it? And all these questions where the voice goes higher. How much would you, all this sort of thing. Because they start inquiring. Because, first of all, you cared. And the old phrase, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. So when okay, my accountant actually cares what's happening to me. Now I've got a question. Now I've got an idea. Now I've got an inquiry. So this should be a selfless act. But the upside to being like that is it does pay you back in extra work orders, additional business, referral work, etc., and so forth. So the opportunity is there, and it's just for the client, the accountant, to be proactive. That's the challenge.
Superb. So cuddle the clients that you want to keep. I'm taking from point number 4.
Very well summarised. Cuddle the client that you want to keep. Can I steal that and claim that I came up with it?
You can. Yeah, that's all yours.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is a professional cuddle, and it is on a daily basis. And generally, I would start with what we might call grade A or grade B style clients, who are likely to be the most receptive, and take it from there. But it really doesn't take much. We're talking about 20 minutes. That's all we're talking about. It's not a horrendous commitment. It's not impossible. And most importantly, from a customer service point of view, it doesn't cost anything.
No, it's free resource with maximum benefits.
It's free retention strategy.
Yeah.
It's a free PR strategy. And ultimately, it ends up with clients writing you into their strategic plans for years to come. Yeah.
Superb. Well, thank you, Martin. That's amazing. So hopefully those 5 tips will be put into practice across the UK by lots of accountancy firms, and they will see then the benefits that your advice can give.
Let's hope so.
Thank you, Martin. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.